want to show you how to make Jim's locally famous pie crust. Now this is meant to be fast and easy. It's not going to be pretty. If you want pretty, I've got 2 words for you. Google cookbook. Okay? So, fast and easy oil crust. We're going to take 2 3/4 cups of flour in there. We're going to take 1/3 of a cup of powdered sugar. Mixes much more nicely than granulated sugar. In there. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And because I measure things so carefully, there it is. We're going to mix this up. Let's add the oil. I've got 2/3 of a cup of oil. Nothing fancy. I'm just going to mix it around in the bowl like this. Add it all in there. And then I'm going to mix it up. Now the key thing here is we're not going to get it mixed all perfectly. It should end up looking like there's a lot of little balls of oil and flour in there. And it shouldn't take too long.
I just want to get all the flour that's in there taken up into this mixture. And that looks pretty good to me. Okay, there we go.
Now I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of water and I'm going to kind of add this all over the crust. 1. This is really going to hold it all together. If you use too much water, it's going to turn into kind of a plastery mix, which you do not want. Now this should hold together in a nice ball when I'm done. And if it's not gonna, I would add 1 more tablespoon of water. But I think this looks really good to me. I'm going to take the pie, I'm going to form it into a ball. Just like this. And it doesn't need to be a perfect ball, but it has to take up all the goodness. I'm going to cut it into 2 bits of a size 1/3 and 2/3. So the 1/3 is going to be the top, the 2/3 are going to be the bottom. To roll this out, I'm going to sprinkle out some flour onto this sheet of wax paper. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to try to keep this in a circle as best I can so my pie crust ends out circular, and I'm going to put some flour on the top, being very generous. I'm going to take a second sheet of wax paper, set it on top, and I'm going to use my rolling pin to use my pastry knife. You can use a butter knife if you want, just to make this a little nicer, to roll it back into a nice circle, because the edges aren't going to be pretty. A little more flour. And I know that when I hit the edges of the wax paper, I rolled it out about far enough.
I'm always rolling from the middle to the edges. This. I'll try to keep this nice and circular.
I am ready to flip this over. Take the base off. Oh, let me first re-even this up a little bit. Remember, the goal is not to be pretty, the goal is to be good. We're going to set the pie tin on the crust. We're going to lay it in there just like that. We're going to very gently pull the wax paper off, and we're going to use our hands to gently. And you're going to have a little bit left over to cut off at the end, and that's just fine. This is very pliable, so if you need a little bit extra in some spot, you can just fill it right in. And there you have the bottom of the pie crust. Now, almost by magic, we have a special pie filling already prepared. Now this is pumpkin spice apple pie. Pretty cool. Okay, and all we're going to do is we're going to put the apple pie filling into the pie crust. It's hot. Like so.
Set this out of the way. Even this up a little bit. That's probably a little more than I should have put in. But okay.
And now we need a top to this pie. I've rolled out the other 1/3 of that pie crust mix. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it up with this pizza slicer, like this.
I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to cut it in quarters. I'm going to cut each quarter in half to give me 8 strips.
And I'm going to use my pastry chef because I don't need my zombie knife. No one's attacked. And I'm just going to scoop one of these up like this. And I'm going to set it on the edge of the pie. Like that. I'll get another one. here. Even better. This is a little crumbly because it had to sit in the fridge for a while. And I'm just going to alternate directions to one way, to the other way. And remember, the goal here is not beauty. The goal here is a tasty pie. So I've got two going this way. Turn it around. Two going this way. 2. Turn it back. 1 and 2. 2. Like that. And I will mesh or push in the ends here. Put that right there. So to finish this off, I put my apple pie onto a metal tin in case it bubbles over. I'm going to sprinkle on the top some raw brown sugar. It gives a little textural variation on the top, and you get little brown crispies, and it looks really nice. So it doesn't brown too much though, I'm going to cover it up with a piece of aluminum foil. And once I've got this, I'm ready to pop it in the oven. And so I will bake it for half an hour at 400 and then 10 minutes with the top off to brown it up. And now we're going to go after our pie. Here it is. And there is the finished product. And thank you for watching. That's how to make Jim's extra cool flaky crust apple pie. Bye.